What's the best time to rent in Georgia? Can you guess? Between the months of December and February, because that's when it's cold. That's when you have the most rent specials. That's when it takes longer for them to rent, usually. Is this Bible? No, this is not. Because Georgia, especially if you want to move like downtown, they always have specials. We're talking 2, 3, 4 months off. Let me stop. If they're giving you 4 months free, the rent is probably like $4,000. But hey, there's a lot of competition in Georgia. They're building apartments like homes, which is scary because they're 3, 4, 5 level homes, apartments. So anyway, yeah, that's the best time. That's the only time I rent. That I would move. I've never moved during the summer. Heck no. Heck no. Because you're gonna pay summer prices. Yes. The apartments are outside too. If you can bother, don't do it. And don't do a 12-month lease. Now, if it calls for a special, yes. If you absolutely know you're not going to move, then yeah. Because most apartments require a 60-day notice anyway. So it's like, okay. Oh, scratch that. That's irrelevant, actually. I don't even know why I said that. But you don't, it's an apartment. You could move in and it may not be for you. And you know that 30 days in and you're stuck. So if you can do a 10-month lease, I never do a 12-month. I guess because of past experiences, I've dealt with some crazy stuff. I had one, and thank for his service, but he was clearly dealing with some serious PTSD. When I was moving in, he was doing this. Y'all, I was like, oh gosh, it's over. And luckily, my downstairs neighbor, he was low key. Now that I realized that he was looking out for me, because one time I had my sunglasses on in my own world. Buddy watched me. As soon as I got out of my car, he started walking with me. And my neighbor, I don't know what my neighbor did, but he would always look out for me. When I first moved in, he came outside with I guess he was trying to set the tone when I was moving in, but he came with now this is the good neighbor he was low key looking out for me, and probably himself. Then, our soldier, he wasn't right. And he ended up being put out. He said, so I heard him yelling outside one time, and I'll blow this up. I'm like, Lord, at the time my son was like 4 or 5 years old. I'm like, Lord, please get me out. And I did a 3-month lease. 2 months maybe. Because I was in a situation. I'm always in I was then. Not no more once I chose peace. Why did I throw all this in? Y'all know I got to do a good story time, okay, when I'm giving y'all information. So, but yeah, those were the longest 3 months of my life. But they ended up putting him out, and when they were evicting him, I'm not even going to tell you. I don't even know what was on his mattress. Why did I decide to be nosy when they were moving his mattress? But yeah, and then I was going the next week. Ever since then, I don't do leases that long. I get in on a special if I can. Then I'll do the shortest month I can. The shortest. The only catch to that is, you ready? You better hope it does not fall on summer. Your renewal doesn't fall during the summer, because they're going to jack the price up. I moved into one apartment. Next thing I know, I think I did it was really short. It was like 4 months. They ended up going up $89. I was like, dang, that was almost $100. And I'm still there. So, and I love it. So, but you I don't know. I've always like been prepared because I'm an entrepreneur. So it's like, and even if you're not, even if you have a job, it's like, you got to make sure in your head, okay, 8-month lease, paying this. So if anything happens, you can jump ship. And so anyway, that's just how I think. But 12 months goes by like that. If you can get it on a special, 2 months free, 3 months. They usually require 12 months. Okay, which is cool. That's pretty much it. Don't move during the summer. Winter months. That's when you get the best deal. Okay. And once if you need services, hey, call me, text me. My information is in the description. What am I on? IG? Is this gonna be for IG? I might do it for YouTube too. I'm gonna try to put my information everywhere. By the time you see this, I will have finalized everything and how I want to market myself. But yes, if you go to an apartment, they're gonna ask you, were you working with anybody? If you find that my information has been useful, tell them Gigi sent you. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm always open. Oh, I forgot, IG does DMs. DM me if you have any questions. I'm excited to help you. My services are complimentary. Where were you know what? Where were these people when I was looking? Or these services. And so, what else was I gonna say? I think that's it. I think that pretty much does it. I'm happy to help. Hit me up. Peace. Whew. Can we take a moment to just look at this high rise? Imagine coming home to this. But this particular building, it gives luxury. And you're living near downtown where it's like steps away. This modern apartment community puts you minutes from Grant Park, the Beltline, restaurants, nightlife, and major highways. Inside, you know what? Okay, whatever. I'll give you the details and let me set up your appointment. But basically, inside you'll find sleek finishes, stainless steel appliances, spacious layouts, and tons of natural light. Natural light is key. Even if you don't think you need it, you need it. Trust me on this. When you're out here looking for these places, don't you move nowhere that has a small itty bitty window. Thank me later. The amenities are next level. Look. If you are a amenities fanatic, you like to entertain, but you do not want them in your house, come on, let's go. Rooftop pool, really? Entertaining at its finest. Fitness center, co-working space. A lot of us are working from home. Get out of your home, go downstairs, and sit your tail down there at one of these tables and rub your feet together while you work. That's living. Anyway, you got gated parking and even EV charging stations. When I tell you I have a charging station where I am, I love it. I can charge. I love my electric car anyway, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, this is perfect for professionals, creatives, content creators. You see it. The vision is there. And anyone wanting that upscale Atlanta lifestyle with convenience. Follow for more Atlanta apartment tours and relocation finds. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Listen. We also have a rent special going on here. A rent special. What do you get? Half off your first 2 months for the base rent. Now, let me tell you guys something. Base rent means just the rent, it's not including any of the other fees. Okay, so make sure when you start the application, okay, after you have, selected that an apartment locator or I referred you, Gigi Harris, look at what you're paying because it will show you, it'll give you a quote before you even waste your time going out there. Okay, or call me, I can set it up, whatever is more comfortable for you. But you have until, as of this video, May 6, 2026. By the time you see this, they might have more specials, but hey, let me know and I'll check my inventory or their inventory to see what they have. But let's get into these features.